to every about what they ought to do. I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Tom.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
Come on. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest,
there he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They run once more with Taylor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. And Richardson back to throw it. And this will be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, we're going to look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. He gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On the give, this is Singletary. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Stroud. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw inside complete. That's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. On the return, it's King. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Stroud to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's King. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Get it.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. We were witness to a solid first half from this year's number 2 overall pick rookie, C.J. Stroud. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. But for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Second down.
Ready? Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Still going inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, Things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stroud looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So, Charles, they are well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an performance.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Richardson looking to throw this. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. The quarterback will keep it himself. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Throwing now is Stroud. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go, ready.
They go right back to Singletary. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Stroud. Rolling to his left. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll take this to the other side of... going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Richardson. They're going right back to Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go now.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Texans' 33-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what... because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This pass left side to Downs. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Here's Richardson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Richardson looks to throw once more. The short throw pulled in by Woods. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Richardson now on 2nd down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as a tackle made at the 18. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll get this one to Pittman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hey, check.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Come on. Hey.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Houston, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.